Hey, Roll Up Gas Podcast. We in there. We live.
That new intro music, that's like some season 2 type drip.
You know what I'm saying? I like that. A little bit of cooking soul. You know what I'm saying?
Got that new legal loophole.
Right?
I'm the legal loophole man. Only I can get the legal loopholes.
Well,
Saturday
afternoon.
Welcome back.
What do we have popping, fellas?
I don't know, a day like this, I wish we had an outside studio.
Yeah, it is nice today. Obviously, weather talk is stupid as fuck and bored, but this weather has been stupid. It's nice that it's finally.
Because a couple
better.
weeks ago, it was negative 24. That shit's not cool. It was so fucking cold that in my basement, you guys know how my basement is set up. The windows are kind of old. So when it was like negative 24, the fucking windows had like frost sealing them all the way down. And it was just so drafty. I had to like line that bitch up with like towels.
Yeah.
God damn.
So I could be like down there, like not fucking catching that cold ass draft. That shit was fucking terrible.
Catching pneumonia.
Catching that
draft. You don't want to get the woo up.
Get that bread.
The woo up
Yeah, you don't want that.
happens.
Not at all.
New rule for the podcast: just try to ignore what I'm doing here.
Okay.
Unless we're pulling shit up, because really I should be doing it here. I need another screen, but
Yeah.
It's fucking March, so I guess it's technically Women's Rights or Women's Month or whatever, Women's History Month.
Oh yeah, that's
Okay.
right.
And I was watching. You can pull it up on the Discord topics, but I was, just browsing on my World Star. I haven't even been on there the last few days, but I saw something that just kind of made me laugh and kind of had a valid message at the same time, because motherfuckers are on that cancel culture shit right now.
Mm-hmm.
So this guy, pull up the video. Let's watch the video first, then we can discuss it.
Well, let's see. Which one are you talking about?
It's the one where the guy's talking about super straight.
Okay, let's see.
Super straight, huh?
Yeah.
Okay,
Because I guess classifying yourself as a a heterosexual male isn't enough nowadays.
So you have to classify yourself as super straight.
Well, listen to the intro, and
I saw that guy's video. If that's the same.
Okay, well let's just watch the video. It's 3 minutes. Let's check it out.
Yeah.
Yo guys, I made a new sexuality now, actually. It's called super straight, okay? Since straight people or straight men as myself, I get called transphobic because I wouldn't date a trans woman. They're like, would you date a trans woman? I'm like, no, why? That's a female. No, like, that's not a real woman to me. Like, I want real woman. No, you're just transphobic. So now, I'm super straight. I only date the opposite gender, women, that are born women. So you can't say I'm transphobic now because that's just my sexuality,
okay, you see what
I see what he's doing. I see what he's doing.
It's funny.
I told you before that it's over. Leave me alone. No, it's hurting you to see me gone.
They've now created a flag.
Here's a hater.
Now a
Here
movement,
comes the
apparently.
hater.
All I said in my response was that it's honestly embarrassing that so many people lack the emotional maturity and intelligence to just introspect and reflect upon their prejudices and biases. So they make up a whole new sexuality to protect their transphobia, and TikTok is protecting it with their lives. They've now created a
Wait.
So this is this
So-
obviously must be a trans woman.
No,
or trans,
she.
I don't know.
This is a real woman.
Okay, I don't know. I can't be sure. This bitch
I'm
got a
pretty
hoodie on.
sure she's a real woman, or a born.
Oh, woman.
She was born female, and
Yeah, let the
So,
video ride.
hold
'cause
on.
There's somebody else going in on it.
so she's mad that that a male is saying he wouldn't date a trans woman.
He only wants to
because
date
he only wants to date someone who was born
a
female.
woman. Right.
You were born a female, so you're mad that there's more available men to you on the market potentially.
Yeah.
Like what? It's not that he's transphobic. I got some shit to say, but let's let this play.
Like, this is now a movement, apparently.
Are you judging somebody on their sexual preference?
Mm-hmm.
they've now created a flag and started a movement. Sounds kind of like the homophobes back in the day saying, oh, those gays are banding together and starting some kind of movement. Huh. How dare them have a preference? Fucking hypocrisy.
Exactly.
Right.
Why can't straight men or straight women have a preference, but gay people, lesbians, non-binary, or anybody else on the spectrum can have a preference, a community, and a movement around their fucking preference? Don't hate and be ignorant. Allow people to have a preference, right?
Right.
Coming out, my chosen sexuality is super straight. I'm only attracted to females born with the X chromosome. Please don't be super phobic towards me.
Don't be super phobic towards me, bro. Coming out is super straight. All right, we get it. But there's
I got a good laugh out of it because
that's definitely hilarious.
Right out the gate, motherfuckers. Oh, you guys are just woo, 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 woo. Like, wait, hold on. Now y'all got the whole thing. Y'all got a parade. Y'all got a whole month. The whole June, July, whatever it is. They be doing whatever they like. Y'all be kicking it. Why can't we?
The thing is it's not even y'all necessarily like referring to gay or trans people.
Just other whatever they. I don't know.
It's because that was just a extremely woke woman who has been misled and like caught up and essentially brainwashed by the current culture that's telling her you have to be accepting of everyone. You have to. But the thing is they're not saying you have to be accepting of everyone. They're saying if you won't date a trans woman, you hate trans women, and now you are transphobic.
That's not the
I
case
don't have
at
a
all.
problem with it. That's just not for me.
Yeah, right. It's not my preference, but if that's your preference, that's fine. But I also don't want to date males. Am I now male-ophobic
or homophobic?
No, not even homophobic. Because it's not. Because you won't date a trans woman. They're saying, by their logic, they're saying you hate trans people.
It's not
because of they're trans. So by that logic, I won't date men. So I hate men.
That's stupid.
I don't know. To me,
that's their logic. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's stupid.
That's dumb as fuck.
I don't hate men.
So
I don't hate women.
You can't have a preference.
I don't hate trans people.
You can't have. You can't choose what you like. Like, I can choose whatever the fuck I want. Like, if I like a female and she's born a female, okay, that's what I like.
Go ahead.
But if you are a dude who has a beard thicker than mine, and then one day you cut it all off and start wearing fingernail polish and shit, and you're like, I'm gonna be a woman, bro. You still a dude. Exactly. I don't give a fuck what you say.
I mean, if you want to be,
but if you want to do that, cool. I don't want to.
Fine.
I don't want to.
You want to be referred to as she, and
fine. I don't care.
I'm not a complete dickhead. I try to be nice to people and shit. I wouldn't be like, see a trans person be like, ew, look at that dude. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, it ain't got nothing to do with me. I just mind my business.
But there's a big issue, it seems like, nowadays.
The only part that I get messed up is when they're like, if like say for like where like you're in the grocery store or something like that, and like they're in front of you, you're trying to get around me, like, excuse me, sir, ma'am, they, them.
You know, it's a good universal term.
Just excuse me, like don't use
either excuse me or excuse me, motherfucker.
Yeah,
motherfucker is a universal term.
That's true.
And people will move.
Motherfucker is a gender neutral term.
It is.
This motherfucker over here.
This son of a bitch, like. I try to be cordial, big fella, but some people revoke their own right for me to be cordial.
But see, seems to be an issue nowadays with men being able to have a preference, because in general or in the dating
scene or whatever.
Right.
Yeah, if you're not interested in trans women, you're transphobic. Like, you have to like every type of woman. If you don't like overweight women, you're fat shaming.
Yeah.
If you aren't into black women, you're a racist.
That's stupid. So
like, but what if that's whatever you like is what you like.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
I
what makes
hate-
you you.
I
Like,
hate-
everybody has their own
Yeah,
personality.
just because you don't want to date a Japanese woman doesn't mean you hate Japanese people. It means
Right.
you prefer this. But a woman on every fucking, not every, but you scroll through any dating site or whatever, there's tons of women like, I don't date black guys. I don't date black guys, or
Yup.
all
Yeah.
that kind of shit.
I've
And
seen that before.
I'm sure they get called racist by some people or whatever, but I don't think that they're racist, and most people think that's okay. It seems like, or most women, because a lot of women, if that's their preference, they put that on their profile,
right.
and I don't see anything wrong with that.
Like,
if
when
you don't, I mean, it's weird to be like
Out the gate.
kind of out
yeah.
the gate. I don't date black guys. Like, okay,
All right.
that's
Whatever.
fine.
Yeah, I mean
I used to
that's
see that on like Bumble and Tinder back in the day when I was on there.
yeah, it was
I see.
always on there. I don't like how people are trying to take away your right to have an opinion. Like you said, like preference is my preference. If I
Right.
choose not to eat at a fucking Irish restaurant, that doesn't mean that I fucking hate Irish people.
Yeah, baby, you don't
I just
like
don't like the
you don't
food.
eat potatoes.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, but
I love
Come
fish
on
and
down
chips.
to an O'Connor's Irish
you
restaurant.
can't be
That was a bad one.
like, oh my god, man! Like, I can't handle myself.
Potato.
I can't handle myself when it comes to people like that because, like I said, I try to be nonviolent, but some people like that deserve just to get one swift elbow in the
Man,
mouth.
It's hard. Like,
Who puts that much time and effort to give a fuck?
that's the problem.
People
man.
who are miserable.
Yeah, we talked about people being
Yeah, I mean, that
miserable.
was the last episode.
And-
Hurt people, but
But it's like, why does that bitch give a fuck that dude
That's-
doesn't like trans women?
because she is looking for social brownie points. She
yeah.
she posted
Yeah,
this
yeah,
video.
yeah. I see what
She
you mean.
wants to make a video saying, "Look at me. I stand up for trans people."
Does she like trans women?
Does she like trans men?
Yeah, let's
Yeah,
ask.
would
that's
you
a
I
good
wish we
question.
could find
Would
an
you
answer.
date
Great
a
question.
trans man?
Right, I wish we could ask her that question because she would say yes,
But
but her mind would be
Those
no.
guys,
Yeah, but would you
trans
mean
men
it?
are just kind of,
Yeah.
kind of.
Is that
cute.
what you really want?
It's like
No.
they're playing dress up, you know. They just want to be a guy.
No,
and it's
no,
just like, hey,
no, like real like trans men, like they look like dudes, like men.
If you put
Like they
that
have
much,
beards. Like, what's his or her name? Elliot Page.
yeah.
Like,
that shit's
it still
hilarious.
looks feminine,
bro. So for instance,
you know.
you know that there's
But she just like cuts her hair differently and wears dude clothes. Like,
okay,
okay,
so,
you're a man.
like
Sure,
you know,
yeah,
like
that's
for
just
instance, we'll take
hilarious.
like the UFC for example. Like there couldn't be a trans, a dude that goes to a female in the women's
Is the
division.
UFC transphobic?
Like they wouldn't let that happen.
No, the UFC wouldn't.
But
they had
but-
Cyborg in there, so that don't.
No, that
She's not
doesn't-
a dude.
That's what I'm saying.
But-
We've had this conversation.
but
the fact that she was in the UFC
I know.
proves she
She is
is
a
a,
woman.
genetic female.
Exactly.
they have
I'm
a
just having
trans
fun.
woman in
having a
WWE
little
in the
fun here.
division in the
Yeah,
women's
but
division.
that's not real.
It's not real.
It's
It's make believe
yeah,
stuff.
You know, it's theater.
But that's why they let that shit happen.
Theater.
Because wrestling is theater.
Hey, speaking of USC, what happened to my my nigga? Cause it was Derek Lewis and then Romero.
Oh, he's gone.
What? What do you mean,
Yoel Romero. What happened to my nigga Yoel Romero?
He fights in Bellator now.
He got cut from the
Yeah.
UFC.
Word.
Speaking of
But-
Romero, kind of as a quick
Damn.
side tangent.
He's got to be explosive, and he just kind of
Yeah.
stands around.
But I was watching this guy's YouTube channel, More Plates, More Dates.
Yeah.
And he's this jacked dude, and he goes over. He pretty much breaks down what steroid cycles and stuff like that he thinks people are on.
Yeah.
Certain people, or if they are on it, or that kind of thing. And I watched this video he did about Yoel Romero because everybody was like, dude, what on Yoel Romero? And he goes into it blind, kind of. I mean, he knew who Yoel Romero was.
Right.
But he didn't like do any extensive research. But after all the deep digging, and he takes steroids and he's open about it and he knows a lot about it. The chemistry, and I mean, I don't know his whole background, but he seems like a very smart guy. But I mean, he concluded Yoel Romero's clean.
Yeah.
Which I believe as well. Yoel Romero is just a genetic freak.
And
because he went all the way back to like 97.
Yeah.
Yoel Romero pretty much looked exactly the same.
Yeah.
So unless he was consistently on a regimented, perfect steroid cycle throughout his entire career, doing it perfectly, not getting caught, and also like maintaining his weight and that kind of shit.
Yeah.
It's impossible. And the shit he got popped for, the tainted supplement.
Yeah, he won that lawsuit.
Well, he won that lawsuit, but also the steroid that was in there, the guy said you would have to be a complete idiot to be a professional athlete and take this because it increases your hunger, it makes you way hungrier, and it makes you retain more water weight for like minimal gain. And so if you're a fighter, you have to weight cut. So you're going to be eating a shit ton more and not being able to cut weight as much. Like, why would you do that? You wouldn't take that. There's other shit you could take that doesn't do that. So I thought that was interesting.
That's cool. Yeah, I mean, that dude's like, for being, 43, like, that dude's fucking...
He's in phenomenal shape.
He's fucking solid. Like...
He was definitely one of my favorite fighters, and they robbed him a couple times in the UFC for sure.
I agree. But, I mean, at the end there,
he
like, whenever he fought Izzy...
Kind of just stood around.
He didn't... I mean, I'd like to see him in Bellator. He's supposed to be fighting soon. He's still a great fighter. I wish him all the best.
He could still kill the average man.
I mean, yeah, he's better. Shit. He's in better shape and a better athlete than 90%
these UFC fighters should get out while they're ahead and just open up their own like personal training gym, like Floyd Mayweather. Like, obviously he still hasn't
he didn't
quit.
Get out while he was ahead, though.
Exactly. But I mean, he's opened up his own line of like boxing gyms, which they're like waxing for.
But the difference though with boxing and UFC fighting, the top UFC fighter makes $500,000 a fight.
No.
But I'm saying like base salary.
It depends. I mean, because like no.
So
but the top ones make millions. Like Poirier made a little over $1 million, I think, when he beat Conor.
But if you look at some of these boxers, like we'll look at
Overeem makes I think like $6,
like Alvarez, like Canelo Alvarez
to lose.
Boxers make a lot of money.
When you make $40 million a fight,
yeah. But not all boxers are making that. A lot of them. I mean, there are some.
But I'm saying like Floyd money. Like,
yes.
Like, do you know how hard it'd be if somebody was like, one fight and I made $500 million?
Yeah.
It'd be hard to come back because
like that's lottery
wouldn't.
money.
I wouldn't.
That's
money. And then after 3 fights, like, I mean, I understand you got to start small. You gotta you work your way to the top. Like, you don't just start off making that money. But UFC fighters, I think, do it. Like, I mean, boxing is the love of the sport too. But I think some of
fighting.
Them,
that's what I'm saying.
I think some of those guys just love fighting, regardless of how much money you give them. You could give them $100 million, and they still like fighting.
A lot of it, yeah. I mean, it's for glory and a sense of, every man wants to feel like they've got something to do, some purpose.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And if you're I mean, yeah, sure, you could, if you got plenty of money, you could sit back and retire. But if you're like, man, you're watching these other guys fight and you're like, man, I know I could still do it.
But see, I think with fighting though, like, I think fighting is safer when making money than it is like football and stuff. Because like football, you be blasting each other, and you got to get back up and do it again. Like fighting, once you get knocked out, like that's the end of the fight.
I think there's it goes both ways potentially.
Yeah.
Because football is definitely very dangerous. But I mean, if you get blasted
And fighting
in football,
oh yeah,
they're putting you on the sideline.
No,
and there's concussion protocol and all that shit.
Most deaf. But with football though, if you pass your concussion protocol, you play the next week. You don't fight the next week.
Yeah.
Like football expects you to play 16 games. Like that's what you're signed up for.
Yeah.
And so if you pass all the tests, they want you to play. And I mean, if you don't, you get cut. But like fighting, I mean, the most someone's fought was like last year. I mean, what, Kevin Holland fought like 5 times in a year.
Yeah, Kevin Holland, man.
But
he's,
I mean,
that dude.
I mean,
but there's some fighters.
Isn't who's fighting?
Yeah,
tonight?
we're gonna have to talk about that.
Yeah,
because
but
we got
some fighters.
crazy
I mean,
fights coming up tonight.
There's guys. Obviously, you don't want to go in there and just take the clang and bang approach. Like I used to think that was cool, but then you gotta look at longevity of life, and so that kind of fighting, yeah, you can do it, but you might only fight 10 or 15 times.
Yes,
but
a lot of people are getting smarter nowadays, and
they are getting smarter.
They
and guys
reserve
like
it for certain points in the
I
fight.
mean, shit. You look at Francis. Francis's last 4 fights are fucking shorter than a
yeah, but you could arguably say Francis kind of fights clang and bang style. Like he rushes and just swings bombs. And
but this his last fights though, because he hasn't taken damage.
I'm not saying he doesn't have technique or anything, but yeah, he's not taking damage because
he's not taking any damage.
He lands one nuclear missile
and it's over.
And bye bye.
If you look at the fight, like it happened a few years ago with Robbie Lawler and Roy McDonald. Remember that fight? They were both bloody as fuck.
Yeah.
Dude, CTE levels going up.
I mean, you can look at something more recent. Max Holloway versus Calvin Kattar.
Calvin Kattar definitely got CTE that fight.
100%.
He got punched 500 times.
But...
or 700 times.
That Calvin Kattar took more damage than any NFL player takes in a season.
Most def.
Unless they're getting... a major injury, like they get their spine broken half, or
they just get hit. They get skeleton exit out the back of them.
What's his name for the Cowboys? Got his ankle blasted off. And
oh yeah, fucking that. Yeah, that kind of stuff.
But so it kind of, I think, depends on the fight you take and also the approach you take to fighting and your training camp. Because some people, like Max Holloway, doesn't spar at all anymore. I mean, because you don't really need to. You when you're at his level, or at least for him, it depends on the person. Some people work differently.
Yeah.
But for him, he knows how to fight.
Yeah.
I mean, you can drill and train, your combinations and all that, but he's got plenty of experience in a fight, so he knows kind of what to do when a fight happens. So all you need to do is drill some shit and practice and sharpen your sword. And
so like in football, for instance, they got rid of OTAs and like mini camps. Like that was like,
what's OTAs?
Like it's like your, what is it, like it's the training they do before the training camp. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
so
you were like
workouts.
You were required to be there. It's almost like it's like it's like the beginning of like like when they bring in all the newbies and explain what's going on, but you're a veteran and you have to be there. You're like, why the fuck do I need to be here?
Yeah.
You're like, I know this shit. You know what I mean? You're like, I can show up when we really are going to do this. But I don't know.
Well,
I'm super straight.
Super straight, bro.
But
I mean, that's
with a flag
Please
on
don't
it.
judge me.
That's they're just trolling.
I like booty meat.
But
Can we put
woman's booty
Can we
meat.
put a yellow and black flag outside? I seen down the street they got a rainbow flag outside. I want to hang one out.
I thought it was orange and black.
No,
Is it orange and black?
I
It
think
looked yellow.
Yeah, orange and black.
Maybe
or
it is
something.
orange
I
and
mean,
black.
I don't care that they have a rainbow flag. Like,
Neither do
cool.
I.
Like that's whatever. But
I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna hang one out there and show everyone my sexuality.
Like that's what I'm saying. Like
why do you have to tell everyone your sexuality?
Yeah.
Like if you're gay, I get it. I don't give a fuck. But why does everyone need to know?
Or like when you're driving and you see the sticker that's blue with like the yellow stripes on it or whatever.
Oh,
that's another gay.
Oh yeah. But
Dude,
with the yellow stripes.
I seen. Did you see the video on World Star the other day? It was a couple of homosexual dudes in a car, and there was a dude at KFC.
I seen this.
They're at KFC, and like the dude at KFC obviously was yelling like fucking homo slurs. At
so
him.
we'll pull it up. We got to pull it up.
I haven't seen
They did this on Legion of Skanks. So full disclosure, I've already seen this on Legion of Skanks. So I'm not trying to copy Yestizo. But let's go to World Star.
But just how everybody approached the situation, it just made me mad on so many levels.
How many days ago was it? Let's see.
Man, it was a while
here,
back.
before we even watch it, here's what I think happened.
Yeah.
Them ugly ass Yeezys.
Pay attention.
Them Yeezys
Pay
so
attention.
fucking ugly.
Don't look there.
Sorry. Yeezys ugly though.
What I think happened is these dudes were like Uber Eats or
whatever, yeah.
some kind of delivery driver.
Okay.
And they were in the drive-thru and there was some sort of issue with the order. And so, like I said, I could be wrong because I don't know, but this is just kind of what I think happened.
We'll pull the video. Doesn't it have a description on it?
No, I don't think so.
It didn't have a description.
No. But so these there was some issue with the order, and the person who ordered it didn't want it anymore.
Okay.
So they were in the drive-thru, and they were holding up the line and getting shitty, being like, "Well, we're waiting for this order to be canceled." And
oh my god.
And the people in the drive-thru were like, "Well, you need to move because you're holding up the line.
Right.
Like move up forward there or whatever."
Okay.
And then like we're gonna call the police, and then we'll see if we can find it so we can see the rest.
Yeah, just keep going down. It was a couple days ago.
Megan Anderson though, bro.
Dude, that chick right there.
She bought. Let's see if you still want that after the night.
No, I mean she
about to get
she's
that.
gonna get beat up.
Need to get down.
Let's see if we can find it.
Work come over.
Yeah, that shit was cool.
How long ago was it?
It was a couple of days ago. Keep going.
Probably
Newton need to eat some meat.
Wouldn't be easy to find it just by searching drive-thru on World Star.
You could probably type in KFC.
That's what let's see. Let's see if we can find it that way.
There it is.
Here it is.
February 26th. It was a while ago.
Damn, yeah, this was a while ago. Okay.
He called them queers.
He did. But how they responded,
worse
though.
than that. But see, this dude, I mean, it was either on Legion of Skanks or Real Ass Podcast, but this dude, real ass dude.
Yeah.
You're on video. What's your name?
I don't give a fuck about no video. This ain't the first time I've been on
You
video.
just cussed at me and you're working.
Why? Why are you fucking queer? Why?
All right, fat
What
Joe.
queer?
What the
You
fuck?
fucking queer. Why?
Oh, hell no. Oh, hell no. Let's,
Oh, hell no.
Hell no.
So
you just called me
a
You just
queer. I
called someone
you
a
fucking
queer. You're a fat ass, bitch.
Okay.
Nigga, you're fat too.
We're really
You're
gay.
fat,
That's
no.
the thing, though. You can't do that.
So I don't give a
You
fuck.
can't do that.
I don't give a fuck
You
if y'all
can't
are
do
gay
that.
or not. This
You can't
motherfucker
do
look
that.
queer, so you need to get the fuck out of here.
You're gonna lose your job. I hope you know that.
I don't give a fuck.
I have this on video. Corporate's gonna see it. You
Fuck
just hate
the
it.
video, fag.
You're gonna be.
Fuck
You're
the video, fag.
This is going all over Facebook. All over.
Oh my god, that's not
Oh,
even the whole
God.
thing. So that was because there was a longer version of it. Because that makes that dude look way worse.
Yeah.
Because it looks like he's just like, get out of here,
Yeah,
queer.
I just saw
like
this part. But yeah, they always.
There's
you
a
know,
longer version,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
they were
yeah.
in the drive-thru. There was people before saying, "We're gonna call the police. Like, you need to move forward."
Yeah.
And they're like, "No, we need to wait for this order to be canceled." And then this guy is the second guy to come up because there was a woman that was originally talking to them.
Yeah.
And then this guy comes up and he's like, "Get the fuck out of here."
Yeah.
He's like, whatever, queer what? Or some shit like, you know?
Yeah.
And then this happened. Like, oh my God, you're going to lose your job. He's like, I don't give a fuck. He works at KFC.
Who gives a fuck?
Hey,
I don't give a fuck.
I think
What,
it's
you think
funny
he
when
cares?
fat people call other fat people fat.
Yeah.
Like, well, you're a fat ass. I'm like, my nigga, I
But
can see how fat you are by your
like
arms.
for him to respond, we're really
you're just
gay.
fat.
you can't say that.
Oh my God, we're really gay. You can't say that.
Like, bro,
I can say whatever I
the
want.
fuck I want, nigga. Like, sorry, I just like people like that, bro. They deserve a DDT. Like,
Yeah.
One DDT, but a wrestling DDT, so it's not. It doesn't really hurt. Kind of. It's not a real
DDT.
One, but
like
I got their. It doesn't feel good.
No, like I got their head right, and then I grab the back of their pants and lift them up.
Oh
and
my!
Then just drive them straight into the ground.
God, concrete or grass or
AstroTurf.
Okay, AstroTurf. Right.
Just to keep it like respectable.
What's that thing when you make them put their teeth on the curb?
Curb stomp?
Curb stomping. Ugh.
There you go.
Oh no, you don't want to do that. That's a racism.
But like people, man, I get so tired of people who are so sensitive because of words when it comes to identifying or whatever the fuck. Like that shit get on my goddamn
I've been
nerves.
watching. What's that guy's name? We watched one of his videos. Earlier, Kevin Samuels.
Yeah, he's
been
on
watching
there
some
again.
of his shit. Yeah, some of his
he cracks
shit,
me up.
bro. I mean, it's amazing how delusional some people are.
He's got multiple videos on there.
Real shit. Like he looks like an asshole or whatever because people don't want to hear the truth. But all he's doing is telling people the truth and saying what men's preferences are, and people are up in arms and upset. And that's kind of back to what we were saying before. Like, just because he's saying this is what men's preferences are, like men's preferences haven't changed since the beginning of time. Like, we want
some attractive.
We want an attractive, submissive. There's a few other things there, but whatever. Woman. Yeah, and that's the preference of most men, and somehow that's wrong now.
Yeah.
But
if that's what you want, there's somebody for everybody.
And there's not though. And that's what he kind of is saying, because a lot of women, their standards are set to such a crazy, ridiculous standard that there's no one out there for them.
They fucking watch Tyler Perry movies.
The man that they dream of, that they deserve, that's good enough for them.
Like, bitch, he ain't looking
it doesn't
for you.
exist because, or he exists, but he doesn't want her.
Yeah,
because
bitch, I can have anybody.
Yeah, he was like 50% of men make under $50,000 a year, or something like that, and only I think I can't remember all the stats, but not very many people in this world are wealthy that making over 6 figures a year,
right?
And a man who makes that kind of money, has the freedom to
do whatever.
He has a lot of choice in women.
I mean, just think about it. For example, let's really quick example, because I used to play sports, college athletes, but think about a professional athlete at level, like NBA players, NFL players. Think about most of their wives. A good percentage of them, their wives bad as hell.
Yeah,
bad as fuck.
Right.
But when they get on that road, guess what?
But my thing though is with like NFL
just like you saying, like they have the freedom to do whatever they want, and not to cut you off either, and to make the playing field even.
Yeah.
When at a time of my life, I was 425, and bitches always was putting me in the friend zone, this, that, and the other, and I was kind of like them bitches on that show. I had unrealistic expectations. I had to look myself in the mirror and be like, yo, if I want a bad bitch, this, that, and other, I gotta
you have
do
to
this.
deserve that.
Yeah, I gotta deserve that. I gotta put myself in a position. I gotta lose some weight. You know what I'm saying? Have some kind of financial income, and take care of myself. You know what I'm saying? The basics at least.
Yeah.
And most of these bitches on here don't look good.
That's the thing.
But if you even look at like the NFL,
and not even saying that they don't even, because you can be a booger wolf, but if you usually had a good personality, like.
No, that's not what men want.
No,
men
But
we
I'm
don't-
saying she could find somebody
Yeah,
if she had
somebody.
a more realistic expectations.
Right. I mean, the problem though, like if you look at like rich people, like we'll take NFL players for example, they're like 21, 22, average, and then they find a bad bitch, but they want all the things like he said. You know, they want them to look good, they want them to shut up, they want them to fucking do the things around the house,
be feminine.
They want them to be feminine, but oh my bad. How many of them? How many of them niggas really like the chick that they with? Like
I do.
Well, not you, but I'm saying like
There's a lot of guys that don't.
When you
though.
have
That's
that kind
true.
of when
No,
you have,
I know that.
when you have that kind of money, you know what I mean? Like, and
Oh,
like if
probably
you
a lot of
if
'em.
you're gonna like leave right and just sleep with everybody, why have somebody?
That's my thing.
What do
Why if
What?
if you're not in a happy relationship, I would say just leave.
No. I'm not
You're-
saying just leave. I'm saying everything could be cool at home. Like she could be cool, but if you're gonna go on the road and just smash everybody,
Are we gonna act like men don't want to have sex with a lot of women?
no, they do. But
Can is it not impossible to love a person and then still want to have the desire to have sex with another person?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying you can be like,
so
yeah, like,
if
yeah.
you have the resources and you have a woman who is cooperative and she knows the deal,
right?
That's
then
some people that have that type of thing.
it can be a loving relationship. It's not that I hate my wife, so I'm going to go sleep around. It's
No.
I love my wife and she's there and she does what a wife does.
Right.
And I'm on the road and I do what I feel like I need to do.
Right.
Hey, there's a lot of niggas that do that.
But
So
I'm saying
it's not that I hate my wife, so I'm going to cheat on her. It's, damn, she look good. I'd like to fuck. And she wants to fuck.
Right.
Let's fuck.
Right. But
Why should I
like I
have
said,
to
What was
say
that?
no?
What was that movie with Keanu Reeves? It was free pizza.
with
Free
the,
pizza.
I mean,
When them
but
two,
also
knock knock. Y'all seen that
but
movie?
but also people have to be aware, especially when you have a lot of money and you're young.
Mm-hmm.
Some people are evil and try to take it.
Yes.
So
You have
like
to
when it
be
comes to
cautious.
when it comes to sleeping with people, like
Yes.
yes, you want to smash, but you also have to be cautious that she's not just trying to get pregnant and then be like, give me a check.
I mean, yeah, you have to weigh your options. I mean,
Right,
if you are
Right.
in a scenario where you're trying to build a family and the risk doesn't outweigh
the reward. Yeah.
then you turn. I mean, it's not.
Well, yeah,
It's
I'm
not
just
like
saying-
I would never be, or a man can never turn down pussy.
Right, you can say no.
Yeah, because you can be like, well, I really do love my wife and we got kids and all this shit.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
and
yeah.
maybe you could be crazy and you might try to fuck this up for me. So
Right.
I'm not going to risk
You walk
that.
outside and she's standing
You know what I'm
there,
saying?
You know.
But
going, no.
it all depends. It could be, well, I know she's not going to fuck this up for me.
Right, right.
So
I mean,
let's
granted,
party,
you gotta
know?
you
It-
gotta look at the statistics
Right.
and what could happen.
Right.
Because you don't want to just be smashing everybody, and the next thing you know,
Right.
you get a call from Kentucky, and you're having triplets.
Right.
You know, and you're like,
You know what I'm saying?
what do I
Because
do?
no.
no.
I mean, another thing Kevin Samuels was saying is women need to take more responsibility for the decisions they make with their body. Like,
Yeah, like, I
and
seen a
unless,
thing-
unless they're raped,
Yeah.
women control access to sex.
Yes.
And men control access to relationships.
Yeah. I seen.
And hold on.
my bad.
And so any child that is born is a woman's decision.
That's true.
You can have that baby or you cannot, but the woman ultimately
Makes
is the
the
one
decision.
who decided. So if you are a single mother and you got 3 kids by 2 different baby daddies,
Right.
and you're wondering why no rich, wealthy man wants
Yeah.
to marry you,
You've been watching a lot of Kevin Samuels.
yes, then you should know what time it is.
Most
Exactly.
definitely. Like,
You know what I'm saying?
everybody.
Like, why would he? Why would he want to take on all that
and,
bullshit?
right, right.
All that
and it's-
walking semen.
Right, and
walking around.
it's the same like when you were trying to pick a relationship I guess it's the
Good treat, so
same
deal.
as
So I gotta
when
help
you
that
pick
boo
like
do some homework.
if you only have so much money to go buy a car, for instance, you don't go spend all of it on on that car. You know what I mean? You buy something a little cheaper and save some money and do the things you need to do.
Yeah.
But just like food or any other thing, like the same. If you only got $5 to your name and you live in a 1-bedroom apartment or you take the bus, you shouldn't be trying to find a chick that's a 6-figure chick.
Well, who cares? Like,
but I'm saying like,
hold on.
When it comes
do you
to
care how much, like, in your dream wife scenario, do you care how much money she makes?
Yes.
I mean, yes.
Why?
Because.
What if she doesn't make any money?
Exactly.
I still got to have resources.
Well, don't you want to make resources?
True, but I also
Isn't
want a
that
woman
your
that's
job?
ambitious.
But
I don't want a woman that's just sitting at the house all day like, well, I
Well,
guess.
but I'm
this is
saying
it.
though, like-
no.
But that's not what she would be doing. There's a negative stereotype about a housewife that's like, well, she's just fat and pregnant and in the kitchen and like
No,
being
that's not
a
what
housewife
I'm
and a
saying.
mother is a very hard,
Yes, that's not what I'm saying.
busy job.
Like
you know what I'm saying?
if she wanted to stay at home and do all of those
if she
things,
wants to be a
Cool.
mother,
right? Like I have no problem with that.
then wouldn't it be better? Like if she's pregnant, she can't work,
Right.
Or wouldn't it be better if? Would you rather your wife not work if she's pregnant?
True.
And after she's pregnant, like it's pretty rough after you
Right.
give birth.
Yeah.
Most
Wouldn't you rather
Most
your wife
places
be
offer
able to?
maternity leave.
Yes.
Yes, but
I mean, yeah.
Would-
if she could stay at
what
home,
would you prefer? Would you rather your wife be as comfortable as possible and be able to stay at home and handle the home business and
Right.
do what needs to be done there and not have to work?
Okay.
Or would you rather both of you have to work? What would be the more ideal scenario for
Okay,
you guys?
her staying at home, but that's if she's doing if she's like, hey, I'm gonna hold down
your ideal perfect
if
scenario.
she's gonna hold down the fort and take care of everything, then yes, she can stay at home.
I mean, if
money's
that's
not
your,
an option.
your ideal perfect scenario.
But
I'm
if she
saying.
doesn't have anything to do,
it's not. That's not what we're talking about, though.
But I'm saying though, that's this. You can take a
Like,
different
if
scenario.
I'm financially able to do that, then yes, of course, every man wants to do
But
that.
right? Isn't
But
that the goal?
Yeah, but
Yeah,
what if
but-
that's not the goal at the time? Like if you get with someone and you guys
But
live together, and she's just sitting at home.
Ultimately, that's should be the goal.
Yeah, but you have to work to get to a goal.
Exactly. It don't happen overnight.
Of course, but I'm not
If I'm
talking
just saying, like,
about
right out the
I'm
gate, just
saying
meeting
what
somebody.
would you prefer? Would your ideal scenario
Right.
be that you make all the money and
My
enough? Hold on, before you cut me off. Would it be that you make all the money and then you make enough where you are comfortable, you can have children, and your wife can take care of the home stuff that needs to happen at home. So
Right.
whenever you come home, everything is peaceful.
Right.
And then when you go to work,
I'm all
it's no
for that.
problem. Or would you rather it be, well, she goes to work and you got to figure out the babysitter?
I'd rather she
and
stay
then,
at home.
Okay. That's
Okay.
so that's the ideal scenario, right?
Right, but how do you get to that fucking scenario?
Well, that's not the question.
That's not the question.
But you can't ask that question with no back to it.
Yes, you can.
It's just-
I
it's
can
just a-
ask
it's
you
just a
what would you
scenario.
do with $1 million, and then you don't go, well, how do you get $1 million?
But that's a different question.
Exactly. That's what you're doing.
So he's just saying, like, fast forward, big fella. Like, you got it like that.
Right.
If you had enough in this scenario, you are a billionaire. You can do whatever you want.
Well, yeah, none of us would work. Nobody
no,
would go to
we
work.
would. Yes, we would do something. We wouldn't sit at home all day. We would do something.
Ultimate team would be the shit.
Right.
No,
But you wouldn't sit at home and play Madden for
but
40
no,
years.
yeah, I mean, I guess
you would do
fast,
stuff.
If you fast forward to the future, but all right, so if you and your girlfriend live together, do you want her to go to work if she's not pregnant?
If it is a necessary thing and we don't have children, then yeah. I don't want her to sit on her ass and be a lazy person all day. That's not an ideal scenario. That's not the type of woman I would want. I would get rid of that woman. But ultimately, if I'm with a woman for a long period of time and she's been working, and I'm like, well, I got this baller ass job. I just got to come up and I'm making a lot of money. You no longer have to work. That's what the scenario would be.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be like, well, I make 6 times what you make and I make plenty of money to support everything, but you still need to go to do a fucking bullshit cashier job or go work at a office somewhere or whatever, like, why? Why does she need to do that?
She doesn't have
because
to. Yeah,
it
if
would
I'm
be
balling.
better.
What if you're not balling?
Then that's not the question.
Not
big
the
fuck.
question.
I don't give a fuck. There's a lot of scenarios.
Oh,
Hold on,
boy.
I gotta take a piss.
All right, so while you're doing that, let's go ahead and you want to pull up that last story I put in there about that CEO, or you want to just jump into the?
We'll jump into the fights here a little later towards. Oh, you're talking about the corrections officer?
Yeah, that correctional officer.
Okay,
or
let's
CO for short.
Yeah.
But I thought that shit was hilarious. I mean, this is obviously nothing new. This has been going on forever. I mean, there's prisons where, guards are sneaking stuff in, or jails where guards have been sneaking stuff in forever. But apparently somebody hit the
let's see what's going on here. So, yeah, this was in Kansas City. So, at Jackson County.
Right downtown.
Yeah. Okay, so this is from
13th and Cherry.
KSHB, Kansas City, 41 News. A Jackson County corrections officer has been charged in a federal court for his role in a drug smuggling scheme. Daniel Coach, 26, was charged Thursday in the U.S. District Court for the Western District of Missouri with 1 count of using a phone to facilitate unlawful activity of acceding to corruption.
They're at the bottom.
Or is that a seating, or I'm not sure.
Yeah, seating.
I don't know.
But
so
he was bringing in what it says.
Yeah,
perks,
what was he doing?
K2s, ecstasy, and cocaine.
So he was bringing in drugs, and then the bribes were facilitated through the Cash App, generally $100 to $150, and he's delivering drugs. So, real ass dude.
Yep.
Man. I mean, maybe not. I don't want to say he's a real ass dude, actually, because
why the fuck would
you're a corrections officer and you still have that job? Like, just because you're corrupt in the correct way doesn't mean you shouldn't have the job. Anyway, you shouldn't do it.
And informant reached on Wednesday. Yeah, so
So, yeah, smuggled 25 pills but asked for $100 and 6 pills for himself. He then met with an undercover law enforcement officer later that night and took possession of the pills and money, according to the court records.
For $100?
I mean, it was just it was a little quick scheme. He's making a little bread on the side. He's probably making a couple grand a month.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just on top of his work money, it's a side hustle.
That's crazy.
I ain't mad at it, but I'm not a fan of corrections officers, so.
I mean, neither am I, but I mean, at least he was trying to be one of the good ones.
Yeah, he was trying to be. Maybe. But see, that's the thing. I don't know, He could have been treating people like shit and being a complete asshole.
That's true.
And then, or, other people, and then selling drugs to these guys, or be like, I'm going to sell these fucking idiots drugs and hope they kill themselves. Yeah, I mean, I doubt that's what he was saying, but you don't know.
Mm-hmm. That's crazy. Yeah, I just thought that was like insane. Like, man, how dumb are you to you got caught by somebody that was already in jail?
Yeah, so was he in
He was in the Jackson County jail downtown.
A county jail? Yeah.
The one that's right downtown.
Oh.
And an inmate, it says, it snitched on him.
Inmate snitched on him?
Yeah, inmate snitched on him saying, CO Coach been bringing down woo-wops down here, and
but see,
that's somebody hating.
Maybe, or CO Coach was a fucking complete dickhead to this guy and fucked him over in some way, and he's like, oh really? Okay.
All right.
I mean, that's how it goes.
And he turned him over for a Red Lobster Ultimate Feast.
Oh shit. Probably not even that. Probably for like a
pack of honey buns.
Pack of honey buns and a Pall Mall. One Pall Mall.
One Pall Mall. pack of honey buns, and a deodorant stick.
Man,
not even a good kind. He got a speed stick.
Got that speed stick.
Don't want to make your arm all itchy.
Well, I guess we should
Get on
talk about these fights.
Fights, baby.
Because we have, what is it, UFC 259?
Man, all I know is, man, I'm still charged up from that last.
That Derek Lewis?
Man, boy, oh boy. What a treat.
What a treat.
What a delight.
Yeah.
To see him put the paws on somebody.
259. Blachowicz versus Adesanya.
Matter of fact, after this, we need to check the rankings because my boy Derek Lewis better be number 2.
I mean,
on that bitch.
We can
on
check
God.
the rankings.
Oh,
For heavyweight rankings, let's see.
How the hell is he going to be number 2?
Because he just beat the number 2 nigga.
He didn't beat the number 2 nigga.
Yes, he did. Curtis Blaze was number 2.
No, he was not.
I think he was.
Francis
bro.
is number 2.
Francis is number 1.
He's a number 1 contender. Curtis Blaze was number 2, bro. And Derek Lewis
they
just beat
do
him.
do a 1.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
that means he'll go to 3 then.
Yeah, because
No.
there's number 1 contender and then the champion and then
He might go to
2.
So Derek
He
Lewis
might,
better
but
be
I-
number
but-
2 on God, bro. Or I'm
Let's
about
see,
to call
let's
up that
see.
that nigga Dana White right now.
Can we get this to fully load? Where is this webpage fully loaded?
Yep, he's number 2.
Yep.
Bet.
Curtis Blade number 3, Derek Lewis number 2, and Ngannou number 1.
Derek Lewis, baby.
Cyril Gaines.
And he about to
Cyril
get that
Gane.
belt. Yeah, Derek Lewis gonna get that belt. Stipe, sorry about that, but you you
Derek
don't.
Lewis.
Niggas is scared of Derek Lewis, bro.
I mean, maybe. They're not scared of him.
He
That's
has
for
the
sure.
most knockouts in heavyweight history. Niggas don't want them hands.
I think he has the most knockouts in UFC history.
Oh, my bad. I didn't mean to step on that stat like that.
Yeah.
My bad.
Yeah, I don't think
Yeah,
it's
that's the
just
GOAT.
heavyweight. I think it might be all time.
That sucks
Told you,
because
big
there
fella.
ain't no good heavyweights.
I mean,
What you talking about? Derek Lewis. That's the best heavyweight.
Yeah,
You don't
we're
need
saying
nobody
other
else.
than.
But I'm
I mean,
saying,
there's
You got Ngannou.
Ngannou, Derek Lewis. I mean, Curtis Blades is good. Cyril Gane is up and coming.
Alistair Overeem. That's that nigga
No,
with
Alistair Overeem got cut.
Alistair
and
got
Junior
cut.
Dos Santos got cut.
Right. Walt Harris is probably going to get cut. Jairzinho didn't even throw any fucking punches. He was scared
He's
to
gonna
fight.
have to do some. Alexander Volkov, he good.
He's all right. But, I mean, okay, so if Francis wins the belt, then he fights Derek Lewis, and then who does that winner fight? Fucking nobody?
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, like, let's say, Francis beats Stipe. This is the scenarios that can happen. Either Francis beats Stipe, and then Derek Lewis fights Francis, or John Jones fights Derek Lewis, or John Jones fights Francis, or Stipe wins, and Derek Lewis fights
If John Jones fights Francis Ngannou,
Stipe.
I'll be extremely excited to watch that fight.
Of course.
Like, and I mean, honestly, I'd have to go for John Jones. Like, I fuck with Ngannou, but John Jones has that technique.
I think John Jones could get him. I think what will really be a good demonstration will be this evening. If Adesanya can beat Blachowicz, then that would give me more confidence that John Jones could beat Stipe.
Because Israel Adesanya, he just fought not that long ago, didn't he?
Yeah.
Adesanya.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he just fought
fought
like
he fought Paulo Costa. Damn, my contact is fucking with me. But he fought Paulo Costa. I mean, it was a few months ago.
Yeah.
It was a little while ago. I think it was December?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it was like November, December. But, I mean, this is going to be Izzy's toughest test, is fighting this fucking bombs away
I
individual.
mean, because he's moving up a weight class.
Well, not necessarily a weight class, because Izzy demonstrated like how his body works. And I was reading an article earlier, and he's like, I could move up to heavyweight. He's like, it's not about putting on muscle. It's just the frame of my body. He's like, I can put on weight and move up and down. And then someone presented the question of, could you fight Francis? Because Francis cuts to get to 265.
Which is crazy.
And, like, I just think that is too big a frame. Like, It'd be challenging. I think light heavyweight Izzy would be perfect, and middleweight he'd be perfect.
But see, here's the thing.
I think heavyweight would be a real challenge. Is fighting guys.
I mean,
You know who I want to go to heavyweight?
I'd like to see.
I want to see Myles Garrett from the Cleveland Browns.
dude, he's huge, man. Like
How
I've
big is
seen
he?
him playing basketball.
Pull up, yeah. Go to World Star Hip Hop and then type in what do they have him look like? Thanos?
Yeah, like I'm sure if he could learn how to block and fight.
No, you
like,
got to see this video. You got to watch the video, bro. The video, like that
I mean,
motherfucker's
he's
huge.
He looking a little juicy.
He's looking juicy. I mean, he's in the NFL. I don't think you can take the juicy A from Miga's.
I think you might be able to do a little bit for Amiga.
I don't
A little
know.
bit of the go on there.
Like, I mean, yeah, he's a huge individual.
I mean, maybe not. You know, he could be a Yoel Romero type individual.
just blessed with.
Okay, let's
Natural
see.
ability.
Let's see if we can do a little of our own. More plates, more dates.
There it is, right? Myles Garrett basketball. I was like, holy shit.
No, that was like.
No way. Is this him in high school? Okay, wait. Is this him at 14?
Yep.
Okay, maybe he's not juicy. Because even at 14, he's pretty fucking
ridiculous looking.
That's high
Pretty
school right
lean.
there, 15, yeah.
I mean, he's got deep fucking ab cuts and shit. Myles Garrett basketball.
Yeah.
What is this?
When he was
Like a
playing
video.
basketball. Like, dude, he looks fucking huge.
Yeah, that's it right there. Well, they had it on. I'm not sure if they're gonna like bullshit on this one. They had it on what fucking Raw stuff.
Let's see it. So is it just him balling? Just being good at basketball?
It wasn't this one. It was a different.
was
It's the
another
one
one.
where he's wearing that Jurassic Park T-shirt. But he just looks fucking gigantic.
Yeah,
but if
I
he
mean, he's
could,
huge.
he plays defensive line. But if you could teach him to fight, he might be able to fight.
But yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, so he'd have to learn how to fight.
But yeah,
because if any heavyweight's gonna fuck him up.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
Amanda Nunes is not favored to win this fight.
No, she's a huge favorite.
Oh, is that why it says? minus?
Yeah. If you
Minus
bet
is the-
on her, it's minus
Yeah.
12.50.
you lose money?
No, you would have to. You would have to bet $12.50 to win $1. I think.
Yeah.
Oh, dollar. Damn.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
'cause
Like, because she's
bet-
minus 12.50.
Yeah, betting on
odds.
Amanda Nunes, like you.
So
won't-
if you bet $1 on Megan Anderson, you would win $7.50.
but now if you bet on Jan to win, you'd win some money.
Yeah, because Izzy's the favorite.
But why would I do that?
Because it's not a huge discrepancy. Like, I mean, Jan is a plus 185 versus a plus 750 at Megan Anderson. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, Amanda Nunes is a huge favorite. Like,
Yeah.
no one is expecting Megan Anderson to win.
No, I fuck with.
I mean,
Amanda
if she
Nunes. That's
win,
my nigga.
I mean,
Megan.
That's my
Anderson-
favorite female fighter,
Megan
Amanda
Anderson.
Nunes. She look good.
I respect.
She's
her.
very beautiful, but she kind of
She on your
pissed me
smash
off.
list?
Yeah.
Of course.
That's the one that was like,
But
I
yeah,
didn't know I was
exactly.
gonna be
Yeah,
objectified.
She
by
would
the
be upset
UFC
about
and-
probably
Yeah,
about
yeah.
us even talking about. Oh, I'd smash
Man,
me.
fuck
You know
that
what
hoe.
I'm saying? Right.
I mean, she got KC.
Bitch, this is Roll Up Gas podcast. We got a
right.
segment called
no,
"Do Smash This
exactly.
or No."
I'm not worried about that, and I
Yeah.
highly doubt Megan Anderson will ever hear this. And if she does, that would only be great for us.
Right? She live around here, so
But I mean,
she live in least.
I
She gonna pull
like
up on this nigga Quincy on his lunch break.
right. I like Megan Anderson. I do think she's a really good fighter.
but she's gonna get.
But I mean,
blocked.
it's Amanda Nunes. I mean, what are you gonna do, man?
yeah.
Maybe you can go by and bring her a get well basket after this fight.
Hey, hope you feel better.
Here's
even
an
if-
ice pack for your face.
Even if you beat her,
But it is kind of crazy that Adesanya is going up a weight class. He weighed in at 200 pounds, 5 pounds under the weight limit, and he's the favorite. And Jan is a very, I mean, if Jan connects, man, I don't know. It's going to be
I ain't
very
worried
interesting.
about it.
It's going to be very interesting.
I fuck with Izzy.
Oh, I do too. I definitely know Izzy can do it, but I mean Jan could do it too.
yeah,
I'm not gonna lie. I'm more excited to see Amanda Nunes because
I'm interested to see.
she
Jan.
has. The power.
She does, but I guarantee you Jan Blachowicz versus Israel Adesanya is going to be a more interesting fight than Amanda Nunes versus
Amanda Nunes is going to get knocked out of the night.
No. Jan
You don't think Amanda Nunes is going to get knocked out?
No.
I didn't say I don't think she's going to get a knockout.
I would definitely bet on Amanda Nunes
Her
getting a
last
knockout.
fight went to decision.
That's because she was probably being nice. She probably saw the bitch at Starbucks.
I don't think she's not going to get a knockout. That's not what I'm saying. There's a difference between getting a knockout and getting knockout of the night. And also there's a difference between getting a knockout and being a more interesting fight. If Amanda Nunes comes out there and knocks her out in the first round and Adesanya and Jan Blachowicz have a 5-round war where Izzy knocks him out in 2 minutes left in the 5th round.
Or vice versa.
What's a more interesting fight?
Jan.
You know, like
I like the quick knockouts, you know, i.e.
But
Jorge Masvidal.
that's not a interesting fight. It's not a more interesting fight. It's not as long.
I guess.
What can you learn from a Jorge Masvidal? There's something to be learned from Jorge Masvidal knocking Ben Askren out in 5 seconds. But there's a lot more to be learned from a 5-round war between Kamaru Usman and Tyron Woodley.
I think the craziest 5-round war was
or Max Holloway and Calvin Kattar.
Was Weili Zhang
and Joanna Jędrzejczyk.
That was a bonanza. But I think Jan is going to win by knockout.
Jan Blachowicz?
Yes. And the only reason I say that is because
you might see if you can find some way to put some money on it.
And the only reason I say that is because I love Izzy. I really do. His counter game, his striking game, all of it is crispy. But Jan packs power that
He's
Izzy
got it's the Polish powerhouse.
Jan packs power that actually knock Izzy out.
100%. But see, here's the thing. Paulo Costa had the power to knock Izzy out as well. Hold on, but I'm gonna get there.
I liked it. Yeah.
But Adesanya beat Paulo Costa before the fight even started.
Yeah.
Because he got in his head, and Costa was mad, and Adesanya was the matador, and he just fucking lured him right in and knew exactly what Costa was gonna do, and just pieced him up, and that's that.
So they showed the thing.
That's different with Jan.
No,
Jan is not.
It is. Like, they showed a thing with Izzy.
Is not pissed off and gonna just
get
overzealous and come forward and do stupid shit. He's gonna be on his shit.
Yeah, because Izzy even said he was like, he's like with Polo. He's like, I beat him before we even got in the ring.
Exactly.
He said I was in his head. I got him emotionally offset. He's like, I got him flustered beyond belief. He goes with Jan. Jan's never said a negative thing about anybody.
Right.
He's like, so I didn't have that opportunity to bash him and get in his head.
He could, but it wouldn't.
That's what he said. He said I could have. He said I could have, but it would have just made me look bad.
Yeah,
you know.
Yes.
He's like, it would have made me just look like the type of person I'm not.
He would have had to try to do real personal, like mean,
right? Like you would
spirited type shit,
right?
And it.
I think his character.
Yeah, I think Jan would have known that it's not genuine,
right?
And then in turn, like the fans would not like that.
Yeah, because
or not like him being like, fuck Poland, right? Where are you from?
Right.
You fucking
like
who the fuck is this guy?
Because even Jan was respectable to the fact he's like, I could knock him out, but hell, he could knock me out.
Yes,
he's like, it could go either way. So that's why I think it's
Jan
gonna
knows
be.
Izzy's dangerous. It's not,
and Izzy knows that he is.
Yes, that's going to be the most interesting fight of the night. Amanda Nunes, Megan Anderson. That's going to be a good fight.
I'm going with the Funk Master,
but I'm going Funk Master.
Aljamain,
he's your brethren.
He's your brethren.
My brethren.
Mind your head.
All right, I go for brethren Sterling.
My brethren Sterling, him cook up the red snapper. No.
Oh my God.
Here we go. I had one of those the other day.
I mean, Piotr Jan.
Where you get some red snapper from?
Your mama's house.
Walked right into that one.
Walked right in.
Fuck you.
Opened up the door and he was like, I'll just come in, I guess. You gonna leave it?
Oh God!
But I mean, this is interesting.
So that's even.
Yeah. Have you watched the press conference, the pre-fight press conference?
Mm-mm.
I think Jan and Sterling. I don't think they dislike each other necessarily. Like they're talking shit a little bit back and forth, but they're also doing it kind of with a smile. Like they're talking shit like how we would kind of talk shit a little bit, but they don't really know each other. And Piotr Jan doesn't speak English, So they're also doing it through a translator. But it's just kind of interesting, some of the back and forth they had during the pre-fight press conference.
Okay.
But, bro, Aljamain Sterling is dangerous.
Hey, well, that's what I'm going for. I have to.
Islam Makhachev
I'm going with Islam.
versus Drew Dauber.
And I think that fight right there is going to be the fight.
Thiago
Santos.
I think that's
Alexander
gonna. I think
Rakic.
that fight's gonna get fight of the night.
What? Santos Rakic?
I think Jan and Izzy is gonna be clanging and banging, but I think this one's gonna be.
I would actually probably
This
bet
one's
on
gonna
Santos.
be a fucking Oklahoma explosion, like
This is probably going to be a banger, a barn burner.
because dude,
for sure.
they both clang and
Yeah,
is that bang.
yeah.
The other one I think is gonna
I
be
don't
clang.
know who I
but
would.
I don't think anyone's gonna hold the block button on this fight. Like
no, there's no block button. There's no. It's all holding LB and Y.
right? Like
and
there's
A
no
and
holding L trigger on
yeah.
this one. Like
It's
all
all
haymakers.
haymakers and heavies.
like
Wow.
I don't know who's
wow.
gonna. I mean, I might have to say Rakic,
I'm going to go with Santos.
but Thiago Santos, he
don't go down.
He's that nigga too.
it's gonna be good.
Let's see what we got for the prelims. Oh my God, that's right. Dominic Cruz is on the prelims,
And he's fighting the guy that said he
Casey
would
Kenny.
smash fucking what's her
Bro.
They're fighting on the same card.
we have.
Song Yadong.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why she was upset because she's
Yeah.
like, well, I guess, and she wanted to get him kicked off this card. And
Who,
that's
Casey Kenny?
Yeah,
Yeah.
she wanted to get Casey Kenny. Megan
I'm
Anderson
going for
wanted
Casey
to get
Kenny.
Casey Kenny.
No,
No.
you're not. Dominic Cruz is gonna win.
Dominic Cruz is a legend. He's that nigga.
Ooh, well, then why is he?
He's gonna win the fight and then
So
go
he-
commentary.
Yeah, he does commentary and shit like that too. You know what I'm saying? But
Who
I
the-
like Casey Kenny though.
who in the
But
hell?
that's just kind of shitty. Like he's he fight. He want to
Why
get
did
kicked off
nigga
the card.
Kyler Phillips look like the nigga Lil Sweet from the Dr Pepper commercials?
Right?
Little sweet sliding down the pole. Oh shit, Song Yong Dong.
Song Yadong.
Song Yadong.
Yeah, Song Yadong. He's
That's
he's
dong,
dope.
da dong, dong, dong.
Joseph Benavidez, he ain't got no business
Joey
in there. He's still
Benavides.
number 2. God, the flyweight ain't got
yeah,
nobody.
there's not a whole lot of people in the flyweight division, but Joey Benavides is pretty good.
Bro, he
Hi,
fought.
Cara France.
He fought what's his name? Danielson Figueiredo and got
That's
the life.
Figueiredo.
He
though.
got
he's
murdered.
he's also the champion,
but he fought him 2 times in a row and got murdered.
and he's also the champion.
Okay, whatever.
But he's still number 2, so there's only 2 people better than him in that weight class.
Oh god, the Dominic. This is gonna be a good card. Early prelims.
Yeah,
Holy
this
shit.
whole
Who
thing.
is Kenny?
Damn, Kenny Nachuoku,
That nigga look like Mick Jenkins with a high top.
right?
Oh, got that
Carlos.
Abraham Lincoln beard going on.
Wow, there's
Is
only
that Amanda Nunes' cousin?
There's only what 2 female fights on this card?
Yeah, I guess so.
Is it this one and Amanda Nunes and Megan Anderson?
That's I guess
interesting.
what we're doing.
2. So both of the female fights have someone named Amanda fighting in them.
Happens.
Amanda Lemos,
Lavina. That bitch gonna win.
Lavina Souza.
That bitch is gonna win. Look at that mean mug.
Maybe
I mean, that
she's
doesn't
just
necessarily
retarded.
mean anything.
That bitch got something in her eyes that lets me know.
Let's see the matchup stats for Lavina Souza and Amanda Lemos.
The Brazilian gangster.
Yeah, I told you. Look at
Okay,
that bitch
I mean,
face.
yeah, the Brazilian gangster. She's probably gonna win. I think I've seen her fight before.
That bitch don't look like nothing nice.
I'm not familiar with Amanda Lemos.
She looked like she might be related to Amanda Nunes.
Man, I wonder when Zhang Weili's gonna fight again.
When your main wife gonna fight Valentina?
Valentina Shevchenko. Oh, she's fighting Jessica Andrade very soon.
Jessica Andrade coming back.
I mean,
Happens.
But you know what? I think I may have to adjust after watching some of the Kevin Samuel shit. I might have to adjust some of my preferences based on now knowing what a relationship would probably be like. I mean, obviously, it's all just joking and shit like that. Like, obviously, Valentina Shevchenko's not my wife. But, I mean, no offense against Valentina Shevchenko, but I don't think it would be a... I mean, there's probably a reason. I don't think she's married. I don't think she even has a boyfriend. I don't know. I mean, maybe she does, but I mean, in anything on Instagram, like most women, either
She probably got
you
that,
know what I'm saying?
That text she just sent out.
Probably, but I mean, that's what kind of like what a woman in her position has to do, because
You don't
she
want to be
wants
that
a man.
You don't want that text. You don't want that text at 2
No,
o'clock
that's-
in the morning.
Sure, I would 100%. I'm not saying I wouldn't smash.
I'd miss
Valentina,
that shit because I'd be asleep.
Oh, damn.
But I think Valentina, which I have no idea, but this is just basing off my experience with women and what I have gathered from other people's experience, and she wants somebody who is better than her in a sense. Like you can't be like, if she can fuck you up, then you can't be her husband. So, and how many guys can she not fuck up?
Right, you come up.
So
with
there's not a
you
lot
do
of
the
guys
dishes.
for her, really, unfortunately, that she would be happy and content with. Because, I mean, and but also, or maybe the kind of guys like rich billionaires or something like that, I mean, she could maybe fuck up, but like, or maybe not, but somebody who makes a whole lot more money than her and is more powerful economically or socially or whatever is probably not interested. Because they can have a woman who's 25 and will just be like, yeah, okay, sure, and just go along, and you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And Valentina's focused on her career. She's got to do her thing, you know, which, you know, no judgment.
Hey. Well, hey.
But, you know, that's... So I wouldn't, and also probably could, I definitely couldn't, but probably wouldn't marry Valentina, like given the chance.
So guys got divorced then. Okay, all right.
Or probably any woman from the UFC, honestly.
Right.
Because they're more focused on, I don't know. It's
complicated.
Oh my goodness.
I just want to rub my face in racial ostracization.
But smashing, I mean, that's a different story.
Okay, well, I mean,
speaking of which, I guess we can pull up the Duke smashing all this.
Might as well wrap it on up with that Duke smashing all this.
Here we go for 1,000 schmeckles.
Oh,
we can start with the good one. We can start with
is
the
it
body
this,
paint one.
The body paint. Okay, all right. Let's see what we got popping here.
But then we're gonna start with the.
Oh, does she wear that while we do it?
Okay,
I mean,
let's see. So what do we got going on here? What's the question?
I mean, are you gonna smash or not?
I mean,
you said put some ones on there, so I got a good one.
Yes. I mean,
even if she looks like the Iron Man costume,
bro, especially like that.
And she's got like a little button that like opens up the vagina.
There is no button. It's paint.
It's paint.
I know.
There's no button needed. You just smear the paint away and go on in. I mean, that's pretty cool. And, she's Thanos and shit. Gamora. Oh, snap.
If she looked like that.
Scarlet Witch. Just painting it up. Thoughterly.
Yeah, because she made sure her titties were
Of
moving
course,
in each one.
I mean,
look at my titties move,
but
you better not say anything.
But is that not what we value in a woman? Is her beauty, her attractiveness? Is that not that's attractive to us?
Yeah, they try to shame us for that.
But
now, though.
yeah, we're assholes if we're like, damn. That's what I like. Like, damn, you see, like she, look at her. You know what I'm saying?
It just fucks me.
But
up.
that's what I don't know.
When you see, like, Like if she
Okay.
was walking around in public and you yelled, "Damn, look at them titties."
Well, that's just being rude, you know.
Why not? I'm
I
sorry.
don't
I
know.
guess
Alright,
you shouldn't
so-
do that. Here we go.
Okay,
Here we
is this
go with the
another-
smash or
another
nah list.
Smash or nah list.
Yep. Go ahead.
Contestant.
Right there?
Okay. No. Is she about to transform with makeup from that?
Keep watching.
Into the beginning thumbnail.
Oh my god.
Oh my
Hey,
god.
no hair, bald headed.
Wow, that's a great question.
Oh no. Do not smile at me. Oh my god.
Bro, that's with makeup and shit.
Treachery.
Bro,
I mean, hey,
that's-
good for her.
I
you know?
mean, yeah,
But
it's
So now you would smash?
no. Well,
like that. See, like that. If you met her at the club, you would too, nigga. So
That's true because I would have got tricked.
you would have got tricked.
but it's not necessarily getting tricked.
It is getting tricked.
it's not like she did that to trick you. She did
No,
that for her own
Well,
self
because I
confidence.
would
Here's the thing.
actually. This is how you know because you can tell by the shading on her face. It doesn't match her arms.
Yeah,
So you can tell how heavy the makeup is.
for sure. But here's the thing. I mean, for one, it's the smash or no list. I mean, and if I seen this woman at the club, yeah, she's cute. I'd
And
smash.
Quincy's had 3 Patron
Yeah,
and Red Bull.
But kind of back to what we were saying before, women control access to sex and men control access to relationships.
Okay.
So, I mean, I would smash if she was willing, but then I would wake up with her or whatever, or go, and eventually I would see her without makeup, and I'd be like,
Holy
"Oh shit!" You know, and then I'm like, "Well, I think I'm out
All right,
here."
let's go
So
to
I
the
don't think
next
I necessarily
contestant.
got tricked because once I
Okay. So
unless you're an idiot, which a lot of guys are, you go home with her or whatever, and then try to make her your girlfriend the first night or whatever,
God.
and she'd be like, "Yeah, of course,
I love you now.
yeah." Before you even see me without makeup, and then, and then I guess that idiot got tricked, but he's an idiot.
Ugh. Oh my god.
All right, go back to World Star 1 sec, and I'll show you mine.
I put a couple on there. I'll put like 2 more on there.
Mine's from like a day ago. Go
Okay,
down.
let's see.
Go down, down one more, down. Right there on the left. Yep, this lady.
Cuban chick making dinner.
Is
Is this
obviously.
just turned into a thought featurette
Well,
on our show?
we're doing our
I'm
special.
not mad.
All right.
I'm just wondering.
Here we go.
Holy
my God.
shit. Well, Quincy's married now.
No.
Are you married, Quincy?
No.
You what?
Not yet.
Not yet.
We'll see.
I'm saying
I mean, she's doing some right things. She cooking. She got the right attire on for the
Jesus
kitchen.
Christ.
you walk in the kitchen and she's making Cuban food.
What the?
First of all, get the baby his clothes back.
No.
That bitch got a onesie on. You was
Hey.
too.
Hey,
I ain't mad at it.
I am not upset one bit. Yes, the
Yep.
answer is yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a good contestant there.
Okay, now go to one of the ones I put on the topic.
Oh my God, here we go.
I just want to see what
Let's-
Quincy's limit is. Is he gonna smash or not?
Now this is we're talking free, right?
Free.
Because from this
would you-
picture for free, the answer is no. But and then what is it? Some filter? See that?
They don't even look like the same.
That's
You could tell it's the same person by the arms.
I don't know. What is with these videos? That's like that.
Yeah,
People
bitches
doing
before
that.
and after.
Is that
the same person.
really the same person? What in the Hogwarts is going on here? I don't
know.
I don't know if that's real or not. That's crazy if that's real, or if it's not some sort of filter or
Right.
something. Like I don't know, bro. That's crazy.
Is it or
That's
not?
crazier than the other chick.
Yeah. The other chick you could tell was real because they did it like all together.
Because she went from like 45 to 23.
Yeah.
And like with just some face paint.
Again, if you seen her like this, I guess if you didn't the other lady, I mean, fuck.
That's crazy. I mean, I guess if we're playing the game here, if I see her like this, I mean, I can't see her body, but yeah. If I see her like this,
if you see her from before,
from before, hell no.
How much she got to pay you?
Oh,
how much she got to pay you?
I mean, I would do it for money. I mean, few $100.
Like if you went outside and that
Okay,
lady,
so I'll be reasonable.
and that lady lived across the street, and she just was like, "Hey, I
She's
got
like-
$200 and a Chick-fil-A sandwich."
Yeah. Would I say no to that? What am I, an idiot?
Quincy's
Oh,
like,
no.
"I'm in it." Because she doesn't look horrible. But it could be worse.
It could be way worse.
She could weigh 300 pounds and
Okay,
fucking.
I pose this question to you, Crespo. This woman here or Chris Cyborg? What? You have to choose one.
Definitely that one.
Okay,
definitely that one.
This one right here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Her, Chris Cyborg.
Yeah, her
all day.
I mean, that's
Ain't nothing to brag
Right.
about. Okay, go to the
but
last
see,
one.
I mean, there's somebody out here for her. But see, this woman, she probably wants a rich, wealthy man who pays all the bills and does all.
She got
Maybe
3
she
kids.
don't. What if she
Or
wants to pay all your bills and just smash you?
That's a different situation.
She doesn't
Some
want
women
that.
want to.
Then
No,
she wouldn't be
they don't.
checking for.
But then
somebody.
she
Some
won't.
do.
She doesn't want to marry you though at that point, and she
No.
doesn't. She's not going to respect you.
No, she just gives you money and tells you to come over and eat her cooch box.
Right. Like
her cooch box.
Yeah, that woman isn't going to like really respect and like want to submit to that man.
True.
When she can just
True.
he's just some dude she calls up and do what I say and
True.
here's some money.
True.
Like, no, she's not going to respect that guy.
We got any more smasher knolls?
Yeah,
I
I
got
think
one
so.
more in there.
One more.
Oh my God.
We're gonna end it.
I
on
just
a
want to see. So
hilarious
before, I think this is one of the best ones. So Quincy,
This is
how
another
much,
before and after?
Yeah. So I mean, are you going to?
From judging on
Right.
this picture here,
Video. Oh God.
no.
Her chin looked like it need a washcloth.
But
Her
also,
face looked dirty.
Also, at the same time, to be fair, she looks the best out of all three of them.
You're
from
right.
on the before.
That's true. That he's right.
The before is the best of all three. And you can kind of see she's doing a weird, like, ugly face kind of
Yeah.
thing. She's purposefully trying to kind of ugly herself up. Because really, this isn't like a not a flattering picture. This girl's probably not that bad looking. So, yeah. I think. I guess what I'm trying to say is, yeah.
Nigga took the roundabout.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Oh, my
Hit
God.
play.
All right,
Let's see what you
let's
see.
see.
Te siento media aburrida. Actívate. Que aquí estamos locos todos. 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 Que aquí estamos locos todos. 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 Que aquí estamos locos todos. 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 Tira par de pasos.
I mean, right there, I mean, look at him did it though.
That's true. You see that in the club, and all you can think about it is
I wouldn't be as disappointed
I would
in
be
the
worried
morning
about too much makeup.
right.
Well, she's
Like overkill.
she's a Latina, and it is a lot of makeup. But there are some Mexican women that kind of, even that ones that don't necessarily need makeup. It's kind of a cultural style kind of thing.
Yeah.
I think maybe I'm wrong,
Yeah.
but
She looks the best.
She
out
got
of
them
all
little
of them.
I
Uzi
would be the
Verts.
least disappointed if I woke up in the morning next to either three of those women did the
Yeah.
before and after.
You'd be less.
With her, I would be like, meh, all right. I wouldn't be that. I mean, it wouldn't be that bad.
Mm.
Would I marry her? Depends on her other attributes.
Yeah.
Like, does she have any kids?
Mm.
Yeah.
How old is she?
Mm.
The first date, she brings you a 38.
Yeah, and then what is she? What's her attitude like?
Mm.
The first date, she brings you a 3080 and says, "We're doing this."
I mean, that's a good start.
That's a good
That's
start.
a very good start.
Oh shit.
And she says every morning I wake up, I need to have dick in my mouth. You're like, all right, yes, ma'am.
That's another good way to keep it going.
Like, yes, ma'am. Whatever you say goes.
No, whatever I say goes.
Oh shit.
Oh shit.
All right, we're gonna end it on a hilarious video.
Okay, what you got?
Go to World Star.
Okay, yeah, that's the last smasher. No, all right. What are we doing here on?
This shit had me dead.
World Steez on.
So
like,
this dude caught
yes, ma'am.
This dude caught his wife sleeping around on him, and this was her response. Go to BBC, changed her life.
That BBC changed
Dude, this bitch
her
crazy.
life.
This bitch is nuts.
I feel like
This
maybe
must be
I've seen this.
This must
before,
be a skit.
Maybe.
Have you seen this?
I don't know.
I've been with you. I've been traumatized by what the black people did to me. The black people are really bad people. No, I never did.
Pussy crazy. Don't lie. Don't lie.
Your pussy craves it.
I mean, this might be real. I don't know. Are they foreign?
The black guy while I was thinking about using
She's not
but
foreign.
I told him that your dick was better than his.
This is fake.
Yeah, this is definitely
This
fake.
is fake.
I haven't ever seen that person since. I hate black people. You can even ask Crystal Marie.
You just cut that shit.
Yes, Crystal Marie.
What the
I saw that
fuck?
shit, real or fake, real or not. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah,
That shit had
mean,
me cracking
that's
up.
pretty hilarious. Like,
Changed my life.
I don't even
They
like.
did. I don't like what they did to
she
me.
was traumatized.
What's some-
by
what's some
that
comments say?
BBC. Yeah, let's see some comments here. Let's make sure.
Oh
this
god, dude.
She said no.
Let's see.
Oh shit, white people are crazy.
She just proved she's the type to false claim abuse.
That's-
See,
that's
I think people are taking it too seriously here. Maybe she's still sucking BBC.
I'm surprised she said she tripped and fell on the dick. I tripped and fell on it.
Let's see if I can do this here in Joe Pesci voice. Look what you did to her, Hendry. What kind of people are you? I don't know if that sounds anything like Joe Pesci. It's probably not very close. Oh, yeah, I know what Joe Pesci sounds like, but that's not close enough. Oh, shit.
Oh, my God.
Any other comments here?
Oh fuck.
She lying through her crooked ass teeth. Yeah, I mean, I think that's
That
probably
shit
a,
had me cracking
a
up.
skit or something like that. Somebody fucking around. That's
That was pretty funny, though.
Oh fuck.
Well, I think we can go ahead and wrap it up there, folks. Another Roll Up Gas podcast in the bag.
Roll up.
We steady striving. Make sure you please hit us with a like and subscribe. Maybe comment if you don't mind. Podcast is out on all the platforms, y'all. Spotify, Apple Podcasts,
I'm gonna
Google
find
Play.
somebody that you have to say no to.
You can find.
I'm gonna find.
But see, also know
Rosie
that my
O'Donnell.
standards are changing. They're, but I mean, for smashing, not too much. But I'm developing more caveats, potentially. To these scenarios.
Okay.
Because, I mean, there's a big
money-
difference between
money-
smashing. There's a
money
difference between
seems-
smashing and money and marriage.
Right.
As well, because I mean, there's a lot of women I would smash, but
smash
be in a
whoever
relationship
for, you
with
know.
or marry or like
That's different.
Totally different.
But
I mean, for sure.
It could be one of them chicks from 600 pounds, but if she presents
That's what I'm saying. Money,
enough currency,
yeah. For
we in
money,
it. We in
are
it.
you saying there is no amount of money where you would bang one of the 600-pound life
Right.
ladies?
If she said, "Here's $10 million,"
there's zero amount of money.
If I got that whole stimulus package I just paid like 1.9 trillion, I'll take that.
if she just gives you $2 million,
You see how crazy he goes?
$1 million.
You know, no one has that money. Some sort of crazy but realistic money. Like
I
they've
know.
got, maybe they're doing it for the show and they're gonna try to monetize
You just
it.
gotta
and
smash one time?
and you get $2 million, and they're gonna film it and put it on Pornhub and monetize it. And it'll be like, my 600-pound life gets smashed out by a black guy.
Oh shit! And you get paid for
Yeah,
it,
and you get $2 million.
and it's just you feeding her ice cream and smashing.
Yeah, I mean, for $2 million,
A minute like Flint.
right? That's
all right.
That's a lot of money.
Yeah.
All right.
You only got to do it one time.
We don't have to go.
I'm
go
gonna
too
have to
much
throw
farther
up
than
if
that.
I think about it.
Right. Don't think about it. You know what I'm saying? Just
one
do
time,
the job.
in and out.
You know, some people work in a shit plant, and it doesn't smell good in the beginning, but once you're there and you're doing the job for a while, you get used to it, and before you know it, you don't even gag anymore.
Man,
kind of like your mother.
I was talking to somebody at work.
Yeah, yawn and shit.
I was talking to somebody that knew somebody that worked at a fucking dog food factory, and he said the smell.
It smells bad. There's a dog food factory close to our school, to Northtown, I think. Yeah. Wasn't there? And it did, because for some reason I remember there were some days I think where it would smell bad or
I think there's one down there
when the dog food factory.
Yeah, dude, dog food smells horrible.
Yeah,
man, because they use like the fucking fucked up bits of meat and shit. And they have to grind it
kibble.
up. And
what the fuck is kibble? I don't know. But before we get going too much longer, you know what I'm saying? We can go and shut it down here.
Roll it up.
Roll it up. Roll up
Roll
Gas
that
Podcast.
shit up, B.
Appreciate everybody. Thanks for checking us out. We'll holler at you next time. Peace.